It's just another manic sale day, oh. I'm glad it is red day, oh, 'cause that's my fun day, oh. I wanna make some money. It's just another manic sale day. Welcome to day 57 of Savage Cash. Here with me, Suppoman, your superhero cryptocurrency expert and singer. And if you like the Bangles, then you will appreciate that little tune I just sang to you. So today we have got some red. It's still not fully recovered. There are some greens, you know, for instance, Scenario, which I told you about yesterday, the AMP coin, and this has risen and it's slightly fallen, and one of the reasons why I believe this has happened is because, you know, I basically tipped people off and people bought and then people just couldn't hold on. Okay, they thought that maybe this news was very, very short term and dumped it before realizing the potential. Now, essentially, the beta version of, it's being used on wildspark.me. And basically, it's a chance to see this digital currency in action, okay? It's a chance to see, you know, how this coin is intended to work when the full version comes out. So this really should be experiencing highs over the next few days. I feel like a weatherman. But that is really what it should be experiencing. But, you know, you can always rely on people to spoil the party, can't you? There's always a bunch of people that just have to put in their stupid sell orders. And I certainly know that there have been a few, you know, whales that have basically taken their money and ran. They invested it about here and then they took it out about here. Fine, you know, do that. But you're stupid, because this should go much higher as people get excited. You know what I mean? Excited. So I imagine it will go up. But again, we are presented with another opportunity to get in with coins that maybe we've wanted, not yet bought yet, and have been on the fence with. Now is the time to get in there. Okay. And if you've already got all of your money invested, hopefully invested into the long-term coins I've told you about, you know, Ant Shares, Economy, Library, Steam, Stratus, and, you know, whichever ones you have identified as being incredible long-term, you know, coins, then if you need more money, send more money to the exchange, for God's sake. Basically, just keep this bank of money. Keep it coming in and keep on essentially funding your retirement, because when you earn that money, it just stays there. Unless you've got some high interest savings account where you're getting money every month for how much you've got in savings, then put it into cryptocurrencies, because most of the time these rise. These just rise, okay? And over the course of months and years, the prices you see today are going to be completely ridiculous compared to what they will be. Okay, because, you know, right now, even if we go back 2 months, I looked at videos from about a month ago and looked at some of the prices and thought, geez, you know, look at how much that was worth back then, and I could have bought that and made some decent money out of it. Okay, so, you know, basically, don't leave your money in a crap savings account because, well, in the UK, you know, where basically you get virtually no interest, you know, you're better off putting it and funding your retirement fund, okay? So this is another opportunity to get in for those coins that you like the sound of and haven't yet invested in. And I am going to give you 4 today, which I think are just ripe for investing in now whilst the market is still in recovery. It's so perfect because when it's green, you know, I'll be honest, I've told my friends in cryptocurrency, I don't like green days. Yeah, okay, yeah, fine. I like making money. Of course I do. But I like also building my retirement fund. I like getting into coins at the right time. Okay, I don't like investing in coins when they're already high up. And when the market, people call it correction. I hate the word correction. It sounds like an excuse. But when the market is in recovery after a bit of a crash, then this is the ideal time to get into some of these coins. Okay? Now, it may surprise you, I'm not going to bring up DIGIBYTE as one of these coins. A lot of people say, DIGIBYTE, you know, it's ripe for buying. And you're constantly proven wrong each time. Okay, basically, when you don't think the price can go any lower, it just does. Look where it was the other day, and people thought, you know, I'm getting in, rock bottom price, yeah, getting in there, you know, because people have this opinion of DIGIBYTE that is, it has got great technology. Don't get me wrong. It's got a solid community. What it aims to achieve, the technology is actually excellent, but so is the technology of a lot of cryptocurrencies. You've got to look at the bigger picture. Okay, you've got to look at its competitors. You've got to look at what's coming up. You've got to look at the wide scheme of cryptocurrency. It's just so massive right now. There's so many, you know, coins making it big, and DIGIBYTE is just not one of them. DIGIBYTE is just continuing to fall. I mean, I've not touched it. I won't touch it. I personally think it will. There will come a time it will be resurrected. People have said, you know, oh, this competition, there's another competition in July. So I do expect if that, you know, if and when that happens, that the price will go up again. But do I think this is a good coin long term? I don't know. I may be burnt by saying that. You may be burnt if you kind of follow everything I do. But personally, for me, I'm off DIGIBYTE. Okay, DIGIBYTE's gone for me. Okay, when people say I'm investing in DIGIBYTE, I don't know. Part of me wonders what's going through their head. Anyway, so what are the 4 coins? I have told my group already the 4 coins. The prices have gone up, actually, of a couple of these since I made the announcement on my group. If you want to be part of my group, if you want to be part of that select and exclusive group, then what you've got to do is you've got to join my cryptocurrency investment course 2017 Fund Your Retirement. It's an amazing course. It will actually allow you to fund your retirement. It will give you the best tips, so you don't need to watch me every day and rely on me drip feeding you knowledge, because basically you'll be able to get most of the knowledge I've already got. All you'll need to develop then is the intuition and being able to have the logic to see what's happening over the numbers. Okay, so if you want to be part of that group, basically there are links in both the description and in the comment for you to join that group. And people always say to me, Superman, I've paid for your course, how do I join the group? It's in the announcements section of the course. When you basically sign up to the course, you've got course overview, course content, and then you've got question and answers. Then you've got announcements. You go into announcements and you bloody see the last one. And that's where I have put the link to join my community. My community is now huge. It's actually quite big. And we are actually enabling growth with the trades that we make. Anyway, let's get back to it. So I need to bring up Coinergy first. So here we go. Here's Coinergy. So the first one is Burst. Now I wanted to do this live with you, so I will do that. So Burst, right, recently, if you've been watching markets, if you watch the markets like I do, essentially my life is cryptocurrency. So I am essentially always watching the markets, okay? And Burst was a cryptocurrency that recently just burst at the seams. It suddenly just had this amazing spike. Okay, so look, we've got this kind of trend line, and it kind of runs through up to here. Yeah, so this is kind of like been the support line, I suppose. This is what it doesn't go below. Yeah, and then what it has experienced massive rise, dump, massive rise, dump, and then it just kind of has been doing that. But what happened before the crash was, if you look at this, is that it just exploded. It absolutely exploded. It went up like that, okay? And it probably would have continued. You know, it would have gone up to another echelon, I think. I think it would have moved away from this trend line, which now is actually where the price is right now, funnily enough. But it would have moved away from this trend line completely if the market hadn't crashed and everybody decided to sell. I think Burst went to another echelon and then was brought down by the market crash. And now look where it is. It's in absolutely perfect place. It's at the bottom of the support line for you to be able to now capture it. Okay? Because look, recently, big spike. I imagine when the price recovers, big spike. That's what I think will happen. So I certainly think that Burst is a great one to get in today. Is an absolute perfect, is a perfect place right now. I mean, if we were to do our Fibonacci retracement, we did that from here to the top of trading activity. We're under 78%. The market from the crash has taken back 78% of the value that had been reached before the crash. Okay, perfect timing. Burst is good, and Burst has already gone up since I informed my group about it. It was at 660. It was at 650 when I bought some. It went up to 660 when I informed my group, and so it's now gone up to over 670. Okay, so I see this continuing to grow. As the market recovers, I imagine a very good medium-term investment, this being. What is my next one? My next one is Voxels. Okay, so let's get up Voxels. So, what we had prior to the crash is we had this nice support line, okay? No activity, no resistance was breaking through this support line. It was quite strong for pretty much the whole of June. It was strong, okay? Then the market crashed. Bang! Went right down through the trend line, the support line, and is now kind of down, has been down here. And then it was in a great position at 2078. And then only just this morning, if we can zoom in a bit, only just today did it go, was it today? Yeah, only just today did it go right up, and it's dipped again. So if you missed that, right, now's the time to get in because it's dipped again. And it is, I mean, I informed my group when it was 3035 or something. So I informed the group before this green line. So I told them as soon as that red line was there, I said, get it. It went right up. It's gone down since a little bit because I think the people that made the little gain were so happy it went up. And then they had to sell it, didn't they? They just had to be a massive bore and sell it and spoil the party. They are the ones that say the party ends at 11 o'clock rather than goes on till 3 in the morning. That's what these people do, but it's given a good time for you to get it. So that's Voxels. Voxels is a very, very promising coin, linked to a very, very emerging industry. And look, has a good support line until the market crashed, and then it broke that. So once the market recovers, I anticipate it's just going to go above that line again. Okay, so now is the time to try and get in and make that medium-term gain. Now, if you want it for long-term, have it for long-term. But certainly for medium-term, I think that this is ripe for the picking. Okay, what have we got next? Golem. Now, Golem is one that I personally have wanted for ages. Okay, I didn't have any Golem. And I always see the price rise and I'm thinking, damn, I'm not in it. Now, you're probably saying, why aren't you in Golem, Superman? You know, who isn't? Well, the fact is that I invest in long-term coins. I used to do the short-term game. To be honest, I hate the short-term game. Golem has been, I suppose, sidelined by some of the amazing cryptocurrencies I've been telling you about, like the Ant shares, the Stratuses, the Steams, the Blitz caches, all of these ones that I've told you about in the last, month or so. This has taken a back seat. And now, look at this, right? So, you have, again, pretty much similar to Voxels. You've got this nice, very, very strong support line, okay? And it's never really gone below this support line. Look how consistent it's been. And then the market crashed, bang, smashed the support line, okay? So, again, it's a marvellous time to get in. And the good thing is with Golem is that you can see here, you can see the price was recovering, really good recovery here, but it just has gone down again, okay? So, it's ripe for the time. I mean, if we do a Fibonacci retracement just based on the most recent, and this is only a couple of days, but it doesn't really matter because we're talking in context here. In the context of where it's been since the crash, is what we need to look at. Okay, so if we go from lowest point to highest point, look, we're just at about this. We're in between 50 and 60%. Great time to get in. You know, the sell activity has been a benefit to people who haven't gone into Golem yet. So this is a good time to get into Golem. Okay, this is a good time as ever to get into Golem, because this is one of those coins that just goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and there's no stopping it. But the market crash stopped it, and now's your time to get in. The market has given you, well, cryptocurrency gods are giving you another chance. Take it. So that's Golem. There was one more. What was that last one? Verge. How could I forget? Now, there have been people saying to me, Suppoman, you know, why don't you ever talk about Verge? Verge is so good. Verge is an undervalued coin. Yes, it is. It is. I've got to be honest, I've been talking to you more about long-term coins recently, but let's talk about the medium-term coins. Now, Verge is definitely something with a lot of value. Okay, it is an undervalued coin. You can read up about Verge. There's tons of articles about Verge. There's a massive fan base for Verge. And yes, it's absolutely true. This is an optimal time to get into Verge. Okay, let's start our Fibonacci retracement from scratch. Okay, so we got our low to high point. Let's get a little rectangle in here. Here's the 60% line. It's in the 60%. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, you know, let's take a look at our long position thingy majiggy here. Okay. So here's bottom. Here's top. Ratio is very, very close to 2. 2 to 1 ratio is 1.71. Very high ones. I normally say definitely get in if it's above 2, and definitely consider getting in if it's above 185. But I don't think that the market's going to stay in recovery for very long. And, you know, over the weekend, it's funny because over the weekend, people tend not to do much trading. So this could be one to watch over the next few days. But as you can see, it's already rising. Okay, it's already started a rise. Okay, there's some buying activity right about to happen. So, you know, basically, this is up to you to get in at the right trade point. Now, in terms of optimal entry point, this is a point to get in. So, absolutely perfect if you want to get into Verge right now, because I agree. I think it is a very undervalued coin. I think that this is one definitely to watch out for. So I think that if you want to get in to Verge now. It's right in that optimal trade entry point. So there we are. There are 4 medium-term trades that you can make today. We've got Burst, we've got Voxels, we've got Golem, and we've got Verge. Okay, 4 coins. And there are tons of coins out there. You know, you can basically apply this same analysis to other coins that you have been interested in. You know, this is sale time. Okay, sale time. Game credits is on sale, look. You know, this is sale time. This is the time to look at those coins that you have been wanting and haven't had the chance to get in. And there's not been that right time. This is offering you, I don't know how many chances they're going to offer you, the cryptocurrency gods, before all of a sudden it just goes boom again. But take the opportunity while you can. So, I hope you enjoyed Manic Sale Day. Day 57 of Savage Cash, and I will see you in the next episode. Oh, Suppoman, you can't sing. Yes, I bloody can. Did you not just hear it?